Hi, my name is Sarah and this is Ellie, and we're going to give you a little bit of insight into what academic life at Brown is like. We're going to start off with intros really quickly. So my name is Sarah. I use she, her pronouns. I'm a freshman here at Brown from Florida, and I'm interested in literary arts and psychology.
Hi, I'm Ellie. I also use she, her pronouns, and I'm also a freshman here at Brown. I am from Dayton, Ohio, and I am planning on studying political science.
The first and most important thing to know about Brown academics is Brown's open curriculum, which basically means there aren't gen eds or core requirements like other schools have, and the only requirement that you really have is what's called a writ class, which is basically just a writing intensive course.
The open curriculum is great because it allows students to start taking classes in their major freshman year if they know what they want to study, or if they're not sure yet, they can explore a bunch of different courses and figure out what they're most interested in.
Speaking of exploring courses, Brown uses a platform called CAB, which stands for Courses at Brown, to allow students to explore the different course options well in advance of classes starting, see how many people are going to be in them, see how the professors are ranked, when the classes take place, where they're located, all sorts of information like that, sometimes even the syllabus well ahead of time. This is what it looks like. We'll give you a little bit of a more in-depth view. Okay, so this is what CAB looks like. You're able to add things to your cart, sort of like online shopping. Your primary cart has all the courses that you want to register for, or all the courses that you're interested in. And when you click on a course, you'll be able to see the course information up here, whether it's ABC or no credit, which we'll get to later in the video, a description of it, critical review, which we'll also touch on later. It's basically the Rate My Professor of Brown, exam information, the schedule, professor's contact, etc. As I mentioned when we were showing you CAB, Brown has something called the critical review, which is basically our university's version of Rate My Professor, but it also rates specific courses, even if the professor varies. So for example, So You Want to Change the World is currently a class that I'm in, and it was also offered during fall of 2016 with my same professor, Professor Smith. So as you can see, the course is very highly rated, the professor was also very highly rated, and it can give you an idea of the average workload and a description of what the class was like for the students that responded. One of the other most important things to know about Brown is that you can take any course SNC, which stands for Satisfactory No Credit, essentially pass-fail.
Right now, me and Sarah are both taking our Intro to Linguistics course as SNC because we just didn't feel like it needed to be graded to add to our overall transcript.
Yeah, and also it's really helpful just to relieve the stress. If you're taking a class that you might not be as good at, but you're really interested in, you can take it SNC, not so much worrying about the grades, just about the learning. A very common worry about coming to Brown is being able to navigate the open curriculum, but there is a very good advising system set up here to help you navigate all of those academic choices. It's based on what you put on your application when you apply. For example, I put that I was interested in English, so my advisor is an English professor, and he'll be my advisor for this year and next year and help me pick classes, recommend professors, all sorts of stuff.
On top of your advisor, you also have what's called a Micklejohn, which is basically a fancy name for a peer advisor. Your Micklejohn is a sophomore, junior, or senior who is in a similar area of study to you, not necessarily the same concentration, but a related one, and they will also answer all your questions and be there to meet with you whenever you need help.
One of the other ways Brown helps encourage academic exploration is by having what's called shopping period. Basically, it gives you time between when you decide what classes that you want to take and having to actually finalize that list. You're able to just go and explore whatever classes you want, sit in, get a taste of what they're like, and then use that information to influence your actual course decisions.
Shopping period sounds really confusing at first, but it actually just means that during the first 2 weeks of every academic semester, you can add and drop any course that you want without any kind of penalty, and you can sit on any course that you're not registered in if you're just interested in it.
All in all, Brown's academics are top tier and really, really perfect for any kind of student.